Right, well, good morning everybody. Right, it's 8:15. I'm up and about. Had a really good night's kip last night, like, definitely must have needed that. So this morning I'm not having a cooked breakfast or anything. I'm just gonna have a cup of tea and my traditional porridge. So I'll not bore you with that. And then I made the decision yesterday to head off out today. I'm having second thoughts. I don't know. I might stay, I might not. I'll see how I feel after I've had breakfast and that. But at any rate, so like I said, I was going to have my traditional porridge and a cup of tea. I think having that cool breakfast yesterday, I've knocked this for the day. Like, I'm not used to eating them, to be quite honest. I normally just have cereal or porridge when I'm at home. But at any rate, enough waffle. Catch you in a bit. Right then, so that's me admin squared away. Got me sleeping bag airing off. Just would have been going to be my third night here, and my jacket's hanging up. Certain bits and pieces. Tied up around here a bit. Got my brew stuff and that ready there, just to boil kettle. Roney's still busy packing away, ready to go home, and now I'm going to get started on this again, and hopefully do a lot more than what I've done yesterday. So, plan of action for today is finish off that little bit of wall there, cut as much wood as I can, prep it all right to put along the roof. So it sounds like a straightforward and easy task, but there's still a lot of work of going out there and finding the proper bits of dead standing wood and getting it cut down and prepped. Eh?
Mr. Slugs.
The slugs.
They're all over the place.
Aye. Inundated with slugs we are. What?
Dandy long legs.
Dandy long legs, slugs, and midges. Right.
Bad wind.
And bad wind. Right, well, I've got my mojo back. I'm in the zone. 20 minutes later. Bush. There you go. Obviously there's a couple of little gaps on here all the way down, but I'll just fill them up with some bits of moss and things, and that'll be sweet as a nut. There's a lot of work to go into it with getting your wood, cutting it, processing it and things like that, like chipping it away, trying to get it in as best you can, you know. So it is a long process building shelter. What I'll do when I start going over the back end to get some more logs for the top of the roof, I'll take the camera along with us and I'll do a full run through of how I get me wood, processing it, bring it over here and then prepping it properly to go onto the roof. Alright, and you'll see it just off that clip how long it takes just to do one bit of wood. Alright, obviously people that build shelters will know that it's no easy task building a shelter. There's a lot of work goes into it. Obviously sourcing the material you need, prepping it and then fitting it onto the structure that you're building. Just doing that for 20 minutes I'm shattered, but I've definitely got my mojo back. I'm feeling as if I'm in the zone, like, so happy days. I'm definitely stopping the day, like, another night. Yeah, I've used 2 poles off the roof to finish that, just so I can get it done and dusted and get it out the way. Obviously what I've had to do is, because the little other bits go, I had nothing to support it, so I've put another support post in this side. There's already one on that side in any weight, so that's kept it all in, and it's solid. There's no ties or anything. Obviously I've banged them in, I've made them a chisel effect on them. You can see better on that one there. I've chiseled it off and then whacked it in so it goes up nice and tight to that, and it wedges itself in, and as they keep going in, obviously they lift up a little bit here at the bottom, but the more you put it in, it pressures them all down, so it forms a nice seal by itself. So that's happy days. Like, 2 walls done, My wall, Roney's wall. Happy days, happy days. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get myself a quick drink. Now I'm going to cut off all them little excess bits, all the little cut-offs, and any weight I'll be putting in my fire pit over there, and I'll be burning them tonight, so there's no wastage. And some of the more rotten bits I'll put that around the fire and dry it out throughout the night, and burn that as well. Oh, ka-ching! Happy days, happy days. I've even got a smile on my face. Brilliant. Right then, so you can see there's shelters up there in the distance, and I've come a little bit further down, and this is the area where I come to get all my bits and pieces. All right, because there's just absolutely loads of stuff down. You can see it all on the ground, but most of it's too damp to use and rotten. All right, but you've got loads of trees like these. All right, you can see they're all dead standing. All right, but I don't touch them yet. I leave them. All right, the ones I use is pick my axe and that up. So basically what I do is, this is where I'm going to get my moss from as well. It's absolutely belted down here for moss. So basically what I look at is trees that's already down but hanging up on the trees, like so this one here. All right, as you can see, it's dug into the ground because it snapped off the top of the tree. Which would be one of these ones here. So obviously check the area before you come in as well, make sure it's safe. And then you can see underneath it's not rotten on out. It's ideal. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put you to one side. All right, I'll put my gloves in there on, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down and then go through the process of getting it ready to take it back to camp. All right. That's not going to work, is it? It's solid. It's well dug into the ground, that like. So next thing to do, there we go. That's that down, and then instead of dragging the tree back looking like that with all them limbs on, I think you get the picture. Like, what I'll do is come round it, obviously have the tree trunk in between you and where you're throwing your axe. All right, and just doesn't have to be pretty. Get rid of all these. Right, so you get the picture. So by the time I've pulled that off, cut all them off, all right, and then carried it over, I'm knackered. It's warm the day as well. I've got plenty of fluid still to drink, so happy days with that, like. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. That's going to be my next bit of wood. Okay, and if it's light enough when I've chopped it up, because obviously it's dead wood, so it goes dead light, it'll be good enough to put on the roof. Probably not this chunkier part, I'll probably use that to build up at the front wall, or use it for something else, or even firewood tonight. So the whole lot will get used. I'm not cutting down live trees. I'm getting dead standing trees, or trees that have already died and fell over but are standing up, if you get what I mean. Okay, see you back at camp. Right, so that's that tree back now. I'm absolutely knackered, and I've just brought this one back as well. I didn't delimit, I just brought it back, and it was definitely a lot harder getting it back, like through the trees. Oh, got a proper sweat on here, and that's just how hard it is when you're building and you're looking for the right material. All right, I could be chopping down loads of trees in here, right, but most of them are alive. All the dead ones seem to be down the bottom end. So there is an odd couple in here which are dead standing and that, you know. But you've got to use dead stand. You can't be using live stuff because it's heavy as out in any weight, you know what I mean. And putting it on the roof's just going to be a no-brainer. But I've got the two wall sides, are all cut off nice and neat. So when I process this wood and that one there, I think it might be a bit heavy for the roof, so I'll see in any weight. If not, that'll go in and probably use it, because it's two decent sized chunky bits. I might use it as part of a platform for a bed, or that wall there. I've got some stuff there that needs used as well, like it's that branch that I cut down ages ago, and I've got them two bits down there that I got last night as well. So you know, that could be that outer wall done and dusted the day. So I think that's what I might do actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep that thinner part there for the roof that I've just carried over, but the rest of them I'll use. I'll do this wall next, I think, because it's only going to come halfway up in any way. It's just to give you sort of like a barrier, so it's only going to come up about here, and then to about here, so where this pole is now, and that'll give us like a doorway in. So, but I'm going to head up here. I'm not going to kill myself. I don't want to be feeling like I was yesterday. So I've mixed myself. It looks like pea, this like, but it's actually the powder drinks out of the ration packs. So I'm just putting one of them into one of these bottles and then drinking that. So it's high in some sort of like sugary stuff and energy stuff into us. Excuse the camera angle there. But anyway, it tastes nicer than water as well. So the last thing I want to do is dehydrate. So if you think you're going to dehydrate, rehydrate. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better than yesterday. I feel like my normal self again. Just don't know what happened yesterday. Like, I think it was just a mixture of I know I keep on repeating myself, like, but I think it was just a mixture of having a night shift beforehand, having hardly any sleep on the way in, and that English breakfast, well, it wasn't an English breakfast, it was like, but the cooked breakfast, it just crippled us. So I'm not going to be having them ever again when I'm out camping. So, and the bacon was the wrong type, and anyway, I picked up the salty one instead of the unsalty. And I'm definitely going to have a proper strip wash tonight. I've been baby wiping it, but I'm going to have a proper strip wash, because this t-shirt will be stinking an hour. And I'm going to put fresh clothes on tonight as well, so I feel nice and chilled when I'm in front of this lush fire that we've got. I've got ample wood now, like all my little cut-offs and things. So I've got all that prepped already, so that's more than enough for me, that for the night. Obviously I'm going to burn the rubbish as well that's in there, rather than carrying it out, because it's only like plastic bags and things. I know somebody might criticise us for doing that, but there's no tins in it, no metal objects, and there's toilet tissue in there as well, because I never bury it. I always thingy it, bag it. Anyway, enough waffling. My power packs ran out. I think I've got 2 batteries, one's half charged and one's fully charged, so hopefully I'll have enough power on my batteries to get us through. I've yeah, waffling mode. He's back in. See us in a bit. Right, something that I never thought about. When I put this on here, I put it so the post would be underneath it. so it would give it extra support for the weight, and obviously them are on there as well. But if you'll come down to this part, all right, we had no, it wasn't on top of a post or anything, and because the strings in the way, we haven't got a final bit of wood in there, which isn't a problem because I can get it fitted in. So what I've done is I've cut and debarked a nice chunk of wood, and that a nice support there for the crossbar. All right, because the last thing we want is to put loads of weight on there and for this to slip down. So all I've got to do now is just lash this post. It's in firm, but I want to lash it to the top of here and the bottom of the other post as well, just to keep it in place. So I just noticed that when I was getting ready to cut some wood. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look and see how heavy these logs are when I put them up on the roof. Obviously with having support on the front now, that's even better again. So, but yeah, I'm glad I spotted that, and I'm glad I didn't cut this bit of wood off. I nearly cut this off this morning as well, so I'm glad I didn't cut it off the end. Happy days. Happy days. I think it looks alright like that now. Right, so what I've done now is using some of the wood from over at Roney's area. So I'm going to try and utilise that stuff that's already cut down as well. I've put the bed back in, alright, just to make sure that it's got enough room. Now I've took it away from the back wall a bit because it was a bit too close, and it's a bit of a narrow space. But what I thought was I can just lay loads of like bits of wood and that on the floor there, and then when you come in you can just put your stuff down there, you see. So it's a bit of a storage area, stroke giving you more room, and you can sit on the edge of the bed, and you're a little bit crouched over, like, so I don't know what it'd be like sitting there for a long period of time, but it's enough room to get in and out of the bed. That's basically what it's for, the shelter, for sleeping in really, and putting your kit in. So next thing I'm going to do is, I've put 2 pegs on the top end, but I can't put any in here because of the big rock that goes underneath. All right, but they're quite sturdy and quite stable there, and anyway they're not going to move anywhere. So next job I'm going to think about doing is, before me bits of cut-offs and all that I've got lying around, is start the little bit of a front wall coming along at the front, yeah. All right. The roof, I'm having second thoughts about how to do the roof. I think I might end up bringing a tarp. I'll see how it goes. I really don't want to, but it might have to be that way. I'll see how many of these poles I can get, and then get them lashed down, and then when I do come up the next time, I'll be able to sleep in it, because I'll just bring a bivvy bag and my tarp, and I'll just put my tarp over the top of it, and that'll be happy days. Like, it'll be set ready to go. Got a communal fire area there. Me and Roney were talking this morning about putting another shelter up there. We're not sure yet. It's a possibility. It's a bit iffy, the ground. It's all right for hammocking, so I suppose, you know, I might just leave it for a hammock area. But yeah, I'm getting happy with the way the shelter's looking now. Like, it's looking a lot better. A bit of a thing is that Roney's never done any building like this before, so it's a learning curve for himself as well. But he's done a fantastic job with the wall. Obviously, because we can't put posts in properly, we've had to use loads of rope, paracord on it. You know, so it is what it is. It's kept the wall up. We're going to be filling in all the gaps in anyway with moss and stuff, so by the time we're finished doing that, you're not even going to see that in any way. Do you know what I mean? So, and if I do use a tarp, obviously I'm going to have to cut this bit off, but if I do use a tarp, the tarp's going to come overlap a bit down to the back end in any way, you see, so that'll cover all them big gaps in, so that'll be even better. I'm going to leave this air hole here, and anyway I'm not going to even bother touching this because it's all tied down properly. And like I say, the tarp that I am going to put a tarp on, actually, a big bright yellow one, or orange or blue, What do you think? Answers on a postcard. Yellow top, blue top, red top, or green top. I'm only kidding. If I put a top on, it'll be a camouflage top, because then I'll be putting stuff on the roof in any way. Bits of all the pine needles and stuff in any way to make it blend in a bit more. So in any rate, I'm getting into waffle mode again, aren't I? So I'm going to go and sit up in my little social area, get some more fluids down there, get some more bars of chocolate. Actually, I'll take you up there now. So I brought a big bag of sweets in. So I'm going to sit and munch on them and get some more fluids. What time's it now? Time's getting on, like, but I'm just going to keep going. It's 1:10 in the afternoon, so I'm getting there. Happy days, like, happy days. Right, catch us in a bit. Right then, sorry I haven't brought you back for a bit, but I've been busy. I've just been plodding on, and I totally forgot about bringing the camera along to explain what I was doing. But I'll show you where the shelter is now. The reveal. So what we've got is a bit of a partition going on at the front. I'm going to put another three or four bits in and leave it open at the top. Got the doorway there. It's big enough to get all your gear in. I don't want it all totally closed off in any way. The roof, I've started putting a couple of more bits of wood across. I've got about another 3 or 4 to do today, and then that should be the roof ready to tie down. This pole here is a longer one, just in case I can make like some sort of small rock fire on the floor at the front, but I'm not sure because I don't know how close it's going to be to this tree, to be quite honest. So that's a bit of a dilemma, but not to worry. I could always make a raised fire, make it nice and safe. It's easy enough to do in any way. But yeah, it's coming on leaps and bounds now. It's looking like a shelter. I'm loving it now. Like, I banged this in a bit too much, like, so it's not going to go up level to that, which I'm gutted about. I didn't realise I had done it, but this one at the back goes onto the post and anyway, so that'll marry itself up with them. But yeah, let's have a look around. So obviously you've got the side wall there, back wall. It's a bit self-explanatory really, isn't it? And that's it. So I'll just keep adding onto the roof as it goes. Like I say, next time I'm here, I'm going to be stopping in it. I'll just tie a tarp up, bring a ground sheet for on the bed, and then my air bed in a bivvy bag with a mozzie net. Happy days, I'll be sleeping in there. So I am thinking about actually from here, it's still a nice height to sit, so I'm thinking I might, because it's overhanging here and it's overhanging here, if I make my next one short so it just goes into where the wood is itself, the posts, sorry, the retaining posts. So if it just goes into there, that'll be happy days, because then I'll be able to put some slats coming off there, put some posts in, tie them off, and make like a bit of a seat type thing and workstation. So that'll be happy days. That'll be a good little feature on it. Something to think about for the future. Another visit, like I say, time's getting on now. It's now, oh, it's only 2:30. Oh, I've got loads of time then, so I might even do that. Right, time for a water break. Just keep myself hydrated. But yeah, final look at the shelter before I come back and do some more work. Oh, this is what it's about. Yeah, happy happy. The roof's the hardest job, I think. Picking the right type of wood. Don't want it being too heavy on there. I think it'll take some weight like now because all the posts I've got in around it and all that in the walls. But we'll see how it goes. Right, see you in a bit. Right, hi everybody. Right, just while I'm sitting, I just found a nice chunk of pine resin on one of the trees. Really good stuff this. I've just been burning a little bit, so I just thought I'd bring you along to show you. This is obviously off a pine tree because it's pine resin. You can use it for all sorts of stuff, but once it catches, it's quite good. Like, great fire starter, absolutely fantastic. Just look at that. There's only a tiny little bit on the stick, but you can see it starting to melt. It's like a candle wax type. Look at that, man. Unreal, innit? Now I've got a nice big chunk like that. And then all I'm going to do is put that onto there. You can see it melting, so it goes like a liquid when you heat it up. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, I think you're supposed to mix it with some ash, and then obviously not with a stick of light, and then just twirl it on, and then it forms nice and hard like that, and it's on your stick. And you can use it, I think you can use it for glue and things as well. But that's cracking, isn't it? It's 5 o'clock at night. I'm stopping work now. I need to get some water boiled. I need to get a wash. I am stinking. My legs are sticking together. They're that sweaty. It's been a warm day today, but I'm loving my shelter now. Like, absolutely loving it. So, at any rate, as you've seen earlier on, I had a front wall put on. Now I've got a bench stroke table on there as well. So let's have a look. So there you go. I'll take you in closer. So basically what I've done is I've put, let's go to the back, we'll see. So this beam here, oh, I've just banged my heat off my roof. So this beam here isn't as long as them, so I've got a gap in between it, so you can see. And I've got posts coming into here tied off. And then 2 posts on the top to keep them weighed in. Yeah? Are you worried so far? So that's what it looks like from the side. Alright. And then I've chiseled it off so it's nice and flat on the top. I should video myself doing these jobs and all that, but it's not my cup of tea doing things like that sometimes, well, most of the time. So that's nice and flat there. So what I've done is I've then put a pin in, so it's went right into the ground to act as a base leg, and I've done exactly the same on the other side. Alright, now what I've done as well with these is I've just quickly lashed them onto there. I probably need to do it again, but they're not going anywhere. They're not coming off forward, and that's the main thing. Alright, so I'll just get you set up. I'll bring this back in a second. So, I don't even know if you can see me. So there you go. I'm going to have a bit of a roof coming over my head, and I'll have somewhere to sit, prep my food and everything, and then when I've got the lads round, I can sit in here and I'm be bombing. What would you like, gentlemen? This is it. It's getting good. It's getting good now. So I've got to tie these on the posts, but I don't think they're going anywhere. But happy days. Right, well, I've got the fire going. I'm obviously burning rubbish and that as well, so I'll not be cooking on there for a little while. I didn't bother bringing you to watch us setting fire to rubbish and that, and I just used some of Roney's gel, to be quite honest. So I'm just hoping it all takes well. It looks like it's going to, like. Oh, but we'll see. And anyway, I'm all fully washed. I've even got my comfy shoes on and a nice thin pair of socks on to let me feet air a bit. I've got a nice t-shirt, nice clean t-shirt, underpants and that on as well. It's nice to get a proper full wash, like. It just makes you feel so fresh. I've got 2 cans of Stella left. So I'm going to drink one of these now. Let's put this down there a second. So, and anyway, what a free day this has been. Oh, cheers everybody. My fire's not doing great. Strange that. Never mind, I'll sort it. On food tonight, I've got some ration pack with us. I've got a 24-hour ration pack. I think it's got some curry or something in it. So I'll let the fire get sorted, and then I'll be cooking that. So I'm in the hurry, like, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, catch us in a bit. Right, well, fire's died down a bit now, so I'm gonna make myself some food. I don't know if you can see. I should be able to. And yeah, I've got a vegetable korma boiling in the bag. So I'm gonna put that in my pan, hang it over the top of the fire, and let that cook off nicely. All right, and then I'm just gonna sit and chill, listen to some tunes. Whoops, camera now fell there. Right, hello everybody. Right, I've got a blue light on, and I'm just trying it out to see what it's like. It's attracting things, like, more than what the red light does. But anyway, I had me curry, and it was nice, but I could have done with some rice and some meat. But it was alright. So as you can see, it's absolutely pitch black in here now. So I'm feeling tired as well. So I'm going to finish off my can. I'm going to let the fire die down, and I think I'll be going to bed. So this will be the last bit of recording for the night, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, see you later. Right, well, I was going to go to bed, but I decided to put a bit more wood on the fire. I've got my pan on. I'm going to have a Galaxy hot chocolate and a Bailey's, because I think it would be rude not to. Right, so lovely jubbly. Look at that. Nice hot chocolate with Bailey's in. Nice nightcap that. First one I've had in the 3 nights I've been away. But cheers everybody. Oh. Well, I've just had to change my battery. This is a new battery pack I've got from GoPro. You can fit 2 batteries in it, and you can charge through USB instead of having to charge the battery that you're using on your camera, so that works well. So in any rate, I got cut off when I was halfway through it, so I've got myself a nice cup of tea and I've got myself a nice porridge made up. These cups are great for I use this for my breakfast bowl all the time now for making me porridge in. It's just the ideal size. If they made a cup like this a little bit bigger, it would be an ideal bowl to swell. But I think I might buy one of them Sea to Summit ones for 10 camping. But in any rate, I'm not going to waffle on. I'm going to get me breakfast, get myself washed and brush my teeth and that. And then I'm going to get packed up and have a walk out. So I'm not going to be doing any work today. Alright, so I'll bring this back when I'm all packed up and ready to go. Okay? Right, see you in a while. Right then, as you can see, camp's all nice and tidied up. Alright, wood's all stacked and covered as best I can. Fire pit's cleaned out. Shelter's all sorted. I've actually tied the top poles in on the front side of the shelter this morning before leaving. And this is where I was. I nearly forgot my ridge line and the tree light. But as you can see, I've got this bag here. This is full of empty plastic bottles that we've used and my rubbish as well. So I'll be taking them home, refilling them and putting them in the car on my next day trip up here. If we need them, but I doubt it because we've got a nice water source now in any rate. So yeah, been a great camp. Had a dodgy start on one of my days, so on the first day I think it was, but other than that, not too bad at all. Got a lot done. I'm really happy with the way camp's looking. I hope you are enjoying this build series. Obviously I don't know how many parts this is going to be, but just bear with us. I'll try and keep them as short as possible, but you know what I'm like, I waffle a lot like I am now. But anyway, if you're enjoying this and you like what you see, don't forget, hit the subscribe button please. Alright, give us a thumbs up and give us a comment. Share the videos if possible. It all helps this channel grow, and the bigger I get, the better I get, the better it is for me. Alright, yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching everybody. I really appreciate all the support and comments and nice words I'm getting off everybody. Alright, so keep the faith. See you on the next one.